Democrats wrap up day 2 of the primary debates in Miami, Florida. One America's Jacob Demille breaks down the winners and losers from Thursday's showcase.
While Wednesday night's primary debate showcased some of the divide within the Democrat Party, Thursday's showing revealed just how wide those fissures span heading into 2020. A second group of Democrats took to the stage in Miami, Florida Thursday for their first primary debate. The stakes were high, with 4 out of 5 Democrat favorites fighting to bolster their positions, and smaller candidates hoping to stand out from the crowded field. The night started off with Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders sidestepping a question on whether he would raise taxes for middle-class Americans, until being forced to admit that taxes would increase under his administration.
Every proposal that I have brought forth is fully paid for.
Senator Sanders, I'll give you 10 seconds just to answer the very direct question. Will you raise taxes for the middle class in a Sanders administration?
People who have health care under Medicare for All will have no premiums, no deductibles, no co-payments, no out-of-pocket expenses. Yes, they will pay more in taxes, but less in health care for what they get.
Then, California Representative Eric Swalwell took an opportunity to slam Joe Biden on his age.
I was 6 years old when a presidential candidate came to the California Democratic Convention and said, "It's time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans." That candidate was then Senator Joe Biden. Joe Biden was right when he said it was time to pass the torch to a new generation of Americans 32 years ago. He's still right today. If we're going to solve the issues of automation, pass the torch. If we're going to solve the issues of climate chaos, pass the torch. If we're going to solve the issue of student loan debt, pass the torch. If we're going to end gun violence for families who are fearful of sending their kids to school, pass the torch.
Concerns over Biden's age have loomed over his campaign since he first entered the race. Switching gears to immigration, when asked whether the candidates would extend health care to illegal aliens, all 10 Democrats on the stage said they would.
Raise your hand if your government plan would provide coverage for undocumented immigrants. Okay.
That prompted a response from President Trump on Twitter, who condemned his 2020 rivals for putting the needs of undocumented immigrants ahead of American citizens. On the issue of race, California Senator Kamala Harris attacked Biden over his comments this month, boasting about his work with pro-segregationist senators in the past. Harris also criticized the frontrunner on his opposition to desegregationist policies as a senator during the 1970s.
And it was not only that, but you also worked with them to oppose busing. And, there was a little girl in California who was part of the second class to integrate her public schools. And she was bused to school every day. And that little girl was me.
Biden tried to deny these allegations, claiming he never opposed school busing measures, despite numerous documents showing he was firmly against such policies. With the first presidential debates behind them, many Democrat candidates are praying their showing made enough of an impact on the American public to meet the steep polling and donor thresholds needed going into the next primary debates. Jacob Demille, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.